Good Thursday morning. Let me see if I can zoom. Holy shit, it worked. I have things stacked up over there. Skylar is here washing the 8295, the new Koala disc, the Great Plains disc, the 8235, the drill, and the color packer, because obviously we are done with that stuff. I have, I don't know what I have, 120, 30 acres of beans left, for basically the late beans. So they're not hurting yet. And I will get them sprayed in the next 4 or 5 days, but I'm trying to take advantage of some time now to get shit cleaned up, because in 16 days, on July 16th, we are having Chelsea's graduation party here in the shop. So I got to get everything cleaned up. We're having one of them, I don't know what the hell you call it. I'm gonna put it in grandma's lawn there and hook the hose up to the outlet in front of her house. One of them water bouncy slides or something, I don't know, for the kids. And obviously, you know, we're gonna have tables and chairs and shit inside, and people are gonna park out here in the driveway, so I gotta get equipment cleaned up, moved out of the way. So I might just as well clean the shit up that's, you know, we're done with spring stuff, planting stuff, like we did the planter, the corn planter, and get the shit put away back there where it sits in the back part of the shed, like that and whatnot. So I'm gonna put some stabilizer in that gas tank, run it for a minute. My anhydrous pump, seeing as I'm done with it, run it for a minute, get that tucked back away under the counter, and yeah, so basically cleaning shit up to prepare for a graduation party. So, and obviously, you know, the floor is gonna need to be swept and cleaned up some, obviously. Oh, and parts delivery yesterday. So I don't know if it was the previous video or 2 videos ago, but this foam piece that was in the bottom of my foam marker tank there, you know, the stupid that when I had the John Deere tech out here, and then we finally figured out that, well, hey, that foam piece was plugging up for some reason, but we got it to work. That wonderful little piece of foam right there, cutting that, you know, beautiful circle that they've got it cut in. $5.52. Yeah. These companies ought to be ashamed of themselves, the sons of bitches. $5.52 for a freaking, what is that, 1.5 inch diameter circle piece of foam? Yeah. Inflation, though. Foam went up, apparently. Whew. Changing the pop-off valve that's down in there. And the son of a bitch, I don't know if you can hear it, pissing. I had this hose off laying in the weeds, as you can see by the weeds being dead, for, well, all overnight the other night. There was nothing left coming out of that hose. Whew. But I just went and got my mask, because I'm putting that on, because there's still some shit coming out of there. And I got that just about all the way threaded out. And then I got to put the new one in. And it just keeps pissing. I've been standing here waiting after I walked up to get the mask. So I guess I'm going to turn you off and put the mask on and do this. Alright, we're masked up. My problem is I can't hold the camera, and unscrew that, so I'll get back to you. Alright, we are unmasked now. It's hot. It's really hot when you got that on. But yeah, I got it out the last few threads, and then I just like jumped down to get the hell out of there. But whew, still got a little smell to her. That's the old one, junk. Whew, new one's up there. Guess I should have left the mask on, even though it stopped blowing off. But Alright, I gotta have two hands to do all this. I gotta put pipe dope on it, all that shit on the new one, so I'll show you the end result. Not that it's that exciting. Alright, so basically the new one's in. Here's the old one. The old one took a shit. It was leaking, so the old one had this cheap ass plastic thing over it too. The new one's got this nice, you know, rubber condom that slides over it. So, but this is designed so if your wagon was to roll over, that pop-off valve wouldn't break off, because that'd be really bad. Yeah. But what these are for is if your wagon gets overfilled, this would disappear, obviously. It'll blow off. So, but it's now changed, so it should not have any more issues. Wait, I think I said it in a previous video. I don't know. You know I repeat myself because I don't remember. But when I had filled this nurse tank, when I was finishing, that son of a bitch started pissing, leaking. So I knew that was going bad. And my anhydrous dealer, where I got the new pop-off valve, said that technically they say you're supposed to change them every 5 years. I'm quite sure that one hadn't been changed in 5 years. So mission accomplished. Skylar is still washing because the disc was really dirty, especially after I went down and did that headland that you saw in the last video that we never got planted. He's just about got that finally cleaned, and then he'll be on the drill. We just ordered a pizza for lunch, so it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. All right, so I last was filming on Thursday. It is now Sunday, July 3rd. That corn looks pretty damn good now. Pretty much all the yellow is out of it after getting the anhydrous on it. It's got good height. Most of it's chest high. We did get 3/10 of an inch Friday night, but that's the first rain we've really had in a week or better. But so anyways, it's like I said, Sunday morning. I haven't done anything since Thursday afternoon because, as you will have seen in a few previous short videos there, where I canceled the live stream because I don't know if I had the vid, but I was sick. Yeah, I was gonna spray today, but as you can tell by the flag, it's wind's blowing pretty good. That corn's blowing pretty good. And I've decided, after, you know, being out here for an hour or so, and when I was over the house, I took my temperature. I didn't have a fever anymore, but just sweating like hell still. So, but Barb went through this a couple weeks ago, and she said for about a week you'll feel on and off like shit. So apparently this is one of them feeling on like shit days. So I think the spraying is going to wait. But anyways, so the story behind it. So Thursday, as you saw in the previous clips in this video, Skylar was washing. I was messing with the anhydrous tank and whatnot. So I don't know, he left around 3. I went over to the house around 4 to take a shower, go to my golf league, and I just felt like ass. I mean, my body was hurting, my joints were hurting, had a headache. So I texted my buddy Timmy. I said, hey, you need to go golf for me. So he said, all right. So I texted my partner Tracy and said, hey, I feel like shit. I said, Timmy will be there as quick as he can get there. So I wound up having a fever of 102.5 that night. Headache was just pounding. I mean, pounding. Woke up Friday morning, still had the fever. Body aches, felt like shit. No, I didn't run out and test for the vid, you know, like you're supposed to, I guess. When you're fucking sick, you're sick, okay? And talked to my friend who's owns the pharmacy over here, the local pharmacist. He said him and his girlfriend had it like a week or two before that. He says, layer up when you go to bed tonight. He says, break your fever. So I did. I bundled all up. And by Saturday morning, my fever had broke. It was down to 99. And I've been fluctuating since yesterday morning, 98.5, normal, to a little over 99. This morning it was 98.5, 98.6, something like that. Still got the body aches though. Last night, I didn't sleep for shit, because somebody who's got a bad back to start with, like me, doesn't sleep the greatest to start with, but then it's just laying in bed, it felt like every pressure point was just somebody stabbing you. And like I said, I woke up this morning and I've just been sweating profusely, and just, so I've made the executive decision that the rest of the beans are gonna wait another few days before they get sprayed. So they're not hurting, because they were, like I said, they were the last I put in. But I had H1N1 back in 2009. Chelsea and I both did. And I was down for 10 days. And that ain't no shit, because we still had cows then. We sold the cows in 2011. And Barb did chores by herself for like 9-10 days straight, because I was in bed for probably 4 or 5 of those days. So if this is the vid, here it is Sunday morning, and I'm up and about. I mean, I still feel a little shitty, so that's why I'm not going to overdo it, because I don't want to put myself back into being sick. So I may take the whole like 4-day July 4th weekend off, which is, I guess that's what a lot of people do, but I don't normally do that. But I think I'm gonna, just to make sure I don't get myself sick again. But this was a walk in the park compared to what H1N1 was. So, and just for reference, you can look it up yourself. Of course, 2009 H1N1, we all know who was president then, so things weren't publicized like they were when Trump was president, when this whole vid thing started. But the average age of people who died in 2009 from H1N1 was like 42, 43 years old. The average age of people who have died from the vid, not just here in this country but around the world, is like 81.4, I think, here, 81.3 in the UK, something like that. So yeah, draw your own conclusion as to whether all the bullshit we've done the last 2.5 years is really been worth it, to have 100,000 people for the first time ever in 1 year die from drug overdoses, adolescent suicide skyrocket, kids' mental health in general, from being locked down like animals, having to wear their face diapers in school all the time. My daughter, until the last 6 months of her senior year, finally didn't have to wear a face diaper, but she did the previous 2 years. So like I said, you draw your own conclusions. But if this was the vid, then it's not that bad. And I never really had any respiratory issues. That was the weird thing. Had a little bit of a cough, but never any chest congestion, chest never hurt or anything. Just the pounding headache, the fever for roughly 36 hours till I bundled up to try and get rid of it, and it worked. And then just the body aching, like right now, you feel like things are crawling on you, and you move just right and it hurts. But I guess talking to other people, that shit will go away. You'll feel that for the next 3-4 days or whatever, and then it just slowly goes away. But as long as the pounding headache and the fever are gone, that's what really matters, because that sucked, the pounding headache. But so I don't know when I'll film some more for this video, when I get back to finishing up the spraying. Like I said, it's really too windy today anyhow, but I survived the vid, if that's what it was. Yeah.